First, we disassemble it out of trend. Unplug the trend. Then the ignition starts. Hang it in gear. Remove this cigarette lighter panel. Now unplug this. This one has a gray plastic panel on the left and right sides. We disassemble it. Each of these panels has a fixing screw inside. To unscrew it, then return to the trend position. Disassemble here the left and right fixing screws. You can take off the entire screen of the original car. There are many plugs on the back of this one. Don't worry, unplug it all. After dismantling, it looks like this. Now connect all the plugs. The two white heads on the right hand do not need to be connected. Now connect the OBD cable. This end is connected to the new power supply. Then its OBD mouth is over there. Route to the OBD interface of the original car. Scan the QR code to contact customer service and you will receive faster technical support. After opening the package, we first need to assemble the screen and the panel together. Install this part of the screen to the left side of the panel. Flip the screen and panel over to their back sides. Align these four holes on the screen with the four holes on the panel. Secure them together with screws. This is the car radio for the Lexus ES350 2006 to 2012 and its accompanying accessories. The back of a car radio. Locate and connect the protocol box connector on the 16P power cable. Connect the connectors on both ends of the protocol box. The 16-pin connector is responsible for various connections, including power supply, account key switch, reverse gear detection, steering wheel learning, speaker output, and dim light detection. Plug the 8-pin connector into the power supply port of the protocol box. Locate this 10P connector and plug it into the panel. This panel port does not need to be connected. Locate the radio antenna on the 16P wiring harness and plug it in here. Connect the other end of the radio antenna to the original car's radio plug. 20-pin AV multi-function connector, which is responsible for the external microphone and fan power output. Please connect the black fan connector to the one on the 20-pin cable. Then connect the microphone connector. Connect the 6-pin USB plug. Connect the 4-pin USB connector. This 10-pin cable is used for reverse video input, brake detection, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth antenna connections. Connect the GPS antenna plug. Locate the OBD connector in the 16P wiring harness and connect it to the OBD extension cable. Connect the other end to the original vehicle's OBD data port. The OBD port of most vehicle models is located under the steering wheel. Connect the reverse gear extension cable to the connector on the 10P wiring harness. Connect the red wire end on the extension cable to the reverse control wire in the 16P wiring harness. Connect the extension cable to the rear view camera connector. Then connect it to the power cable connector. Next, connect the red wire in the power cable to the red wire on the other end of the extension cable. Connect this combined red wire to the positive terminal plus of the car's reverse light. Connect the black wire to the negative terminal of the car's reverse light. These are the two metal plates attached in the accessory. They need to be installed on both sides of the car stereo. Align the metal plates with the mounting holes on both sides of the car stereo, and secure them in place with screws. Finally, secure these two metal plates to the original car frame with screws. Our car radio is not compatible with the original vehicle's rear view camera. No connection is required for these two connectors at all. All other connectors must be connected to the corresponding ones on the original vehicle. After all connections are completed, the remaining connectors on the original vehicle do not need to be connected. These two connectors are the emergency light adapter cables. Connect them to the emergency light connector on the original vehicle.